One of the next exciting, innovative things is a brand new breast implant. So this implant has been used in Europe, I think 5-6 million patients worldwide. It's very difficult to get new products into the FDA, through the FDA in the United States, but it doesn't mean that it's a new implant. So this implant is widely used, particularly South America, Asia, and Europe. It has many different advantages that we're going to go through. I do tell patients it's not like Ford versus Ferrari. It's more like with the current state-of-the-art implant, they're both 6th generation devices. So it's really more Porsche versus Ferrari. So they have different, trade-offs, different benefits in that. But when you're talking about a smaller breast implant, more natural feel, softer, better skin envelope. So the nipple to fold distance, if that's shorter, the Motiva implant is, I think, a better choice. If you have a weight loss patient, if you're a weight loss patient, or you have a lot of extra skin, a lot of times you're using scaffold anyway, but in those patients, to have a little bit of a capsule support is maybe advantageous or better. But this new implant, really cool. What I'm super excited about with Motiva is they're the only innovators in breast augmentation or breast implant technology. The space has been very stagnant for a very long time. It's been very consistent. The results have been good, but there's not been any really great new innovative products or techniques, technologies, that sort of thing. So that's one of the major things I'm excited about, the future, the current implant that they have, but also the future of breast augmentation and implants. The differences are, the first thing you'll notice is it's not a clear, smooth surface. It's kind of a velvety or silky sort of a surface. And some of the benefits from that are they're basically, when it goes inside the body forms a capsule around it. So they're fibroblasts that basically go and attach to the implant and form kind of a Ziploc bag. The best example is a Ziploc bag. It's crazy. It is about 1/10 of a millimeter thick and super strong. So just like a Ziploc. This shell surface, the fibroblasts don't really recognize, and they don't form as organized of a capsule around it. So it's very thin, and that results in a softer breast. Along with that, the implant themselves, the implant gel is softer, it's more compliant, and the shell is very stretchy. So the coolest thing, one of the coolest things about this device is it's very elastic. When I talk to different breast implant manufacturers over the last 25 years, trying to get them to innovate and develop a new implant, I would bring a 12-inch latex balloon, like at a birthday party, fill it full of water, so it's about the size of this, about the size of an orange. It's the perfect breast implant. It's crazy. You put it down on a surface, and it totally conforms to whatever surface it's on. So it doesn't stand up. There's no edge that you feel. You squeeze it, and it just kind of squeezes through your fingers, and goes back to just a normal sort of appearance. It's very elastic, very stretchy, and so a saline or water in a latex balloon has the characteristics of the ideal breast implant. So what they've done is they've really captured those dynamics and put it into a long-lasting silicone shell, where the shell is stretchier, the gel is stretchier, and with decreased scar tissue around the implant, all are going to lead to a much softer, more natural, sort of a feel to the breast. So those are some of the surfacey characteristics. Some of the other aspects, it does have an interesting barrier where if the shell does fail, there's a color that you see actually in the shell, and that basically shows you, hey, the shell is ruptured, or there's something going on with the shell. We actually would diagnose that on ultrasound before surgery, but in surgery, it's going to be just an additive sort of a fact that, hey, yeah, there's definitely something going on. One of the cool things about the new 6th generation implant too is they're overfilled. Older implants were underfilled and they could rub on themselves like steel can cut steel, silicone can cut silicone. The new implants are overfilled, so there's really no way for it to impact on itself repetitively to damage the shell. So I tell patients, you know, we don't know, we haven't really used them for this long, but the shell failure rate or rupture rate is going to be very low. I think the implants should last 20 to 30 years or longer. So it's great operating on younger patients now that you can't guarantee, right? There's no absolute guarantee, but very likely this implant is going to have much more longevity for you, push it way down the line before you need to actually have the implant replaced. So that's a huge advantage as well. So these implants can be pushed in through a much smaller incision and basically be positioned in the body through that. So that's obviously an advantage. One of the last things that I would just say is it's very rare to have a a high-profile person, actor, actress, high-profile person actually come out and advocate specifically for a device. And Meghan Trainor, we love her Christmas album, by the way. So Meghan, if you're watching, we really listen to you all Christmas season long. And so she has really come out and is really talking about her experience with this implant and all the benefits that we've just covered. So one of her hit songs is "If I Were You, You'd Want to Be Me Too," right? So I guess that's true when it comes to this device. So at any rate, there are a lot of great reasons to consider the use of Motiva. At the Bengtson Center, we're going to show you all the devices that are available, talk with you about the trade-offs of the new implants, but we are very excited for this device for a lot of patients. So looking forward to having you come in and evaluate more and talk more about breast augmentation.